All right, welcome back. Thanks for the patience on the break. Going back into it, as you guys, again, standing in this clearing, as like after a couple moments go by, as you guys are tussling about, and some of the life returns to the forest. Seems like things settle back down as Gooch jumps into the river. He jumps into the river. I believe Bigglesby said he was going to try and flick him on the nuts as he went by. You go to reach out, and he's just gone. He into the current, and you just see Naira. You see your son just start to float down this river.
No. I'm gonna jump in.
You're jumping in as well?
Mm-hmm.
I would go to the river and just wash my face.
Yeah.
I was gonna send Ziggy to go fetch him, because Ziggy's faster in the water, but if Garthus is going in, then I'll hold back.
Yeah, Garthus, do you jump in or do you walk in?
Run in.
You run in. As he runs in, it's like not even up to your knees. But you see Gooch just kind of like lazily now, maybe on his back, floating down, looking at you as he floats down the river. You just kind of see him disappear around this bend. Gone.
Oh, fuck.
That is a tree. I've moved the tree. The tree seems to go with him.
That's the one I cut down, right?
And he floats by. He floats down. Gooch. As you're floating down the river, how long are you just staying in the river and just letting it take you wherever?
Yeah, I'm just letting it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's exactly what I did. There's no logic to it.
Hold on.
There's no logic here. I don't even know if I can swim. Probably not very well.
I'd say in the Western District is Lake Lysel, so you've probably been to there and
swim. I feel like I struggle to swim though, because one of my arms is
probably
metal.
Yeah.
Did what's his face ever fall in any water in full metal?
Edward Elric?
Did they ever explore that?
I mean, they were in rain at some point. It doesn't really.
I just want to know if
the
he
metal
floats
doesn't
or
really
sinks.
No,
I really don't think
they
it would
hunted in the
surprise.
water for a bit on that island.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Did he have a metal arm then? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, I can swim.
That logic.
Yeah, it's a little difficult, but like as I'd say about 5 minutes go by, and like Garthus, you're just kind of like, are you following after him, or what are you trying to do right now?
I'm trying to grab him.
You're trying to grab him? Okay, give me a dexterity check to get to him fast enough. The water's going like at a decent pace. You're much bigger. You can cover a lot of ground. Yeah, I'd say like as you go around the bend, and you Gooch, you start to hear like a kind of from a little bit down behind you. Garthus, you reach out, grab him by the tunic, and kind of lift. And as you roll me a perception check real quick, Garthus. You hear the rumbling now too. This just sounds like just thousands of pounds of water or gallons of water kind of falling upon itself. Not even 20 feet away, you can see out and then down. Gooch, he's got you by the tunic now, just kind of forcefully. You're either hanging limp or whatever you're doing.
I'm hanging limp. Yeah, I'm just gonna. I've got no.
He's in Zen mode right now.
I got no defense. If I can't escape him. Oh wait, I can disengage and escape at the very last second. That's what I'm gonna do. I would like to ready a disengage, so that at the very last second he goes over the waterfall and dies, and I jump onto a rock.
Well, he's not moving at all.
No,
he's
yeah,
not, you're
like the
standing.
water comes up to my knees. Barely.
Yeah.
I want to kick him into the waterfall.
20 feet away?
I want to kick him into the water so that he goes down the waterfall, yeah.
Okay. Give me...
Well, I feel like I'd have him like at arm's length. So
it just means I can still hit you. I'm only grappled.
Well, I was going to throw you down
Give
the
me an
waterfall.
attack roll. Both of you do whatever you're doing. What are you doing, Garthus?
One of us is going to die.
Okay, here. I figure... All right, here we go. I've got a nice resolution for this.
Oh, boy.
The birds and the cicadas of the forest and whatever have you, the wildlife stops. The rain stops.
Oh, Jesus.
Both of you roll initiative. Actually, we'll do this one. Roll me initiative real quick, the both of you.
Okay.
14. Okay.
Fuck
Gooch, roll
Here I
me
am.
initiative.
Here I am, just cleaning off my head, all nice. and-
Garthus, what are you doing?
Throw it in your mouth.
Give me, I'd say a strength check to.
We're gonna
to throw him.
TPK in
We're gonna
episode
TPK. Okay.
Wow.
in episode 2.
Give me an acrobatics check, Gooch.
Oh my god.
What the fuck is it?
I'm gonna, as I'm flying through
With-
the air, I'm gonna say, I'm gonna summon the eagle to guide my flight, and then probably just plop.
Naira, your son is currently being held 15 feet away from a waterfall. As you, I figured, you guys coming around the corner, or are you just sitting there eating pizza bites?
I had full kind of like, I guess,
You just have full faith in them?
yeah, I had full faith in Garthus that he was gonna get him back. So I'm just more
Okay.
like
Okay.
dealing with my arrow wounds and Bigglesby arrow wounds, and just I'm
I'm
chilling out.
playing with my non-existent hair.
Gooch, you. Jesus fucking Christ.
Christ.
How the fuck do you feel yourself flying? As you say, I'm gonna call upon the eagle.
Yeah,
I
I haven't learned that yet.
You're thrown. You bounce once. You bounce twice. A third time, and you kind of like roll to the edge as the water's carrying you. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh,
The eagle.
Jesus Christ, that was like an 18 DC, by the way. So as you watch him, Garthus, I don't know, maybe if at the last minute you think it was a bad idea, if you fully intended to throw him over, you see him bounce, and then there's a root that you like instinctively, without even wanting to or realizing to, you just grab out and hold on. Kind of legs dangling on the edge of the waterfall, going, and and it feels almost as if it's like compelling and dragging you off the side. Are you letting go or are you staying?
Oh, I'm not gonna let go. You fucking mad? I'm climbing up.
Okay. I didn't know if this was assisted suicide or
Arms
Or what?
behind my back, Naruto style. I'm running at him. Superman punch into the water.
okay. Give me an attack roll.
I'd just like to say, DM to DM, I'm sorry.
This is totally fine.
Gooch to Garthus, you I don't even say a word. I summon upon me the power of the ape. And I run at him. I have 40 feet, so I've got plenty, and I punch him in the gut. Power of the ape. You fucking. Do I just go in the water again?
I'd say as you run, there's like a little bit of the log that he cut knocks you in the leg, and you lose your footing, and you punch into a rock, and you can feel the first break on your arms.
Fuck!
Oh shit.
What's your passive perception, Naira?
It is. Hold on. 13.
Okay. You hear the fuck, and you hear you hear stone striking or metal striking stone and a resounding. It's loud enough that like even one or two of the birds in the nearby trees just kind of flitter away. But from behind you, you hear hello.
Hello?
Turn around. There's like a man dressed in looks like a bear pelt, almost as tall as Garthus, a Goliath, kind of a long, like clean kept beard, his eyes a little narrowed, and he's, what? Why are you here?
we're here to get.
Yeah, I figure you would hear this from the stream as well. Name's Bjorn. Brings you here.
Well, we were actually looking for you. Igor sent us to check in on you.
Igor.
That's right.
Never heard of him.
You've never heard of Igor? He said he was your friend.
Never heard of him.
Barkeep, about yay high.
I'm going to no bars. Never heard of him.
Well,
Are you in my woods?
we were passing by.
Passage?
Yes, we're looking to cross into the western district, but we figured we'd have to go through these woods first.
Weston's that way. He just came from it.
Oh, the eastern. Excuse me. We just finished fighting a bunch of skeletons, so we're a little bit.
Can you give him a full like up down kind of like? Is he?
You give me insight check.
Yeah.
Sorry to cut you off. What are you looking for specifically?
No, just is he? I guess does he have the right head on his shoulders, or does he have somebody else's kind of like he's being not? Is he being himself essentially? Does he look like he's being himself?
Okay, just look like a trustworthy person. Would you say like a kind of I
see inside him.
Giving him a you see his eyes. Giving him a once over. He looks. I mean, he looks confused, staring down at this like incredibly small halfling in front of him, and as you look up, you can see he's got the kind of like the primal-esque wear of somebody that just doesn't kind of commit to society around him. It looks as if he hasn't even been affected by the world outside of the forest of Sarth here. He kind of glances over at you, gives you a nod. Looks like a fair and trustworthy man, like most you've met, and kind of maybe a little bit resembles Garthus, but maybe gives you the same demeanor, same kind of idea as Garthus first did. That he's not really a force to be reckoned with, but also doesn't look like he's going to attack you right off the bat.
Just sticking to his guns. Meow. Also meow.
Come on.
Yeah, there are cats everywhere.
Yeah, sorry, there's a cat looking at me like he's in a jail cell, like, let me in.
Well, that's because there's dice everywhere. Where else?
Yeah. But
Dice.
He gives you a once over again, Naira, and will you sup with us?
With us?
What the fuck are you? Get the fuck out of lady and fellas killing undead. Could use you.
What do you need of us?
Could kill more undead.
How long have they been infesting these forests?
Fucking weeks. Can you not? He's playing with the dice.
I told you.
He wants to play.
I'll roll better than you. It's fine.
If I die, I will 100% roll a tabaxi, and it's going to be based on what one's that?
Bosco. It's
Bosco. All right, yeah. I will be some form of anagram.
You're already a goblin with the attention of a cat anyway,
so many distractions.
Oh, I'll definitely be a monk. I'll just play another monk that tries to kill.
Oh my god. Bringing it back in. Undead's been around weeks now. Could use your help.
Where are they coming from?
Down south.
How far down south?
The farthest you can go.
In the desert?
Mm-hmm. No, in the wall, but farthest you can go.
Are they coming from inside the wall?
No, within the wall.
Oh, within the wall. Well, we are.
We're on our way over to the Eastern District to take care of other issues, but
It's fine.
Necromancy is odd around these parts.
Don't want to be a burden. Just you fancy food.
I could eat.
Shelter doesn't sound so bad right now as I spit up more blood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So long as it's not undead meat, we should be fine.
Oh, Moira caught a deer. And Moira! And Gooch, you like going back to the other scene as Gooch and Garthus are probably still. I imagine they're both like.
Yeah, that
at this point kind of type deal. From like the trees next to you, you guys both see like these two small little eyes pop out, and then quickly followed by a bow and an arrow being knocked. And who are you?
Hey, you mind your own business, wee lad. Girl, get lost.
Yeah, we're fighting here. Got a bit of business to deal with this little pipsqueak.
Hey,
Big
listen.
one. Is the goblin giving you trouble?
No, well,
Nasty
no.
beasts they are.
Yeah, I'm giving him trouble, all right.
Quick, kill him.
I'm gonna kill
and we
him.
can be on with it.
I'm gonna punch him in the face.
I'm gonna do nothing about
Nothing?
that because there's nothing I can do about it.
Give me an attack roll.
Twiddle the and
What is it for a punch?
Just 1d20 plus your strength.
You are proficient with your hands. That's, I mean, in the rules.
I was about to say just one.
I thought you were just making a
particular.
joke.
Yeah,
No,
just one
no.
in particular.
You're allowed.
Never
You're,
else.
you're allowed to
Left.
add proficiency to unarmed strikes because you're technically supposed to be proficient with unarmed strikes. I think.
Oh, so +2 on that.
So it'd be +2, 11. That's not your DC, right? No? Your AC
No,
is...
my AC is 15. I'm
Okay, yeah.
well out
It's
the
him
way.
that has the low ass AC. Yeah, you quickly dodge it or deflect it, however you have. You kind of grab it around the wrist and redirect his motion past you. And
Yeah.
and
Can I grapple him?
you can grapple him, yeah.
No,
yeah,
I've already disengaged and run away from you.
No, I'm chasing you down. You're not. I'm a free Goliath.
Gooch,
right?
an arrow pegs you in the side of the ass as you start to run away. You take
fuck are you doing, you twat?
you take six points of damage. As it hear another as she pulls another bowstring, pulls a drawstring back and
Go on, try it
go
again.
and kill him.
Come on then. Hold on, you big lad. You. Come on.
What?
Come on. Try and hit me square in the eyes, and I tell you, if I catch it, I'm gonna throw it at you.
I'm gonna grab his leg and dangle him upside down.
Another one flies. Give me your how's your deflect missile work?
I can use my reaction to deflect or catch the missile when I'm hit by it.
Okay. Well, you are hit. What's the DC on it, or is it just just to beat the?
I take the damage of the attack and reduce it by a D10 plus Dex plus Monk level.
Okay. Well, it's 3 points of damage. So with your monk level, that's already yeah. So another one. Just all right.
If I reduce
Lets
it
it
to
go.
0, I can catch it.
Yeah. Yeah. Lets it go, and it just. And you see like this kind of like uncanny for Gooch this moment of like this moment of prowess and just focus and pure concentration as he catches it directly in front of his it just like almost a millimeter from his skull.
I look around for Bigglesby.
as Bigglesby, Naira, and a new large Goliath, the three of them accompanied by Ziggy, kind of going coming down the river.
I throw this
Naira,
at
you
that
see-
whoever the fuck is in the bush. I get to throw it at them. It's not over.
Okay, throw it. Go.
Wait, I don't know how.
Do I see? Do
Oh,
I
no,
see?
I can't.
You,
I
Naira,
can't.
you
I
come
can't
around
do
the
it.
corner. You can't? No,
I need
I was
a
gonna
key
say
point.
I was gonna let you do it anyways, but
I mean, I
well,
can just throw it, but I don't get to do
you
it
probably throw it. Yeah.
well.
As you guys are coming around the bend, kind of feet deep in the river or on the side of it, you see Gooch battling with an unseen foe while Garthus is just kind of like there, like arms crossed or whatever have you. Garthus, as you look, you see a
I'm being
larger.
prepared to pick him up by the leg.
He's still gonna
Okay,
pick
okay.
me up.
Pick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
so
in all the hells is going on
Garthus-
here?
Is he just dangling down?
he's dangling. Yeah. Still, I think still like.
Oh, I'm gonna stab.
Like this,
I'm gonna
yeah.
stab Garthus
Oh
in
my
the eyes with the arrow.
In the eye?
Gooch,
I have you at full arm's length.
Well,
are you even going to be able to reach up there?
I'm gonna disengage from you when
Give
you
me an
end your
attack
turn.
roll with disadvantage.
Me.
Oh
Am I
my
able to
fucking
actually
God.
intercept
You,
it with the
yes,
mage hand? Just like
you.
kind of slap his hand with the mage hand?
I'd say at this point, no. Your mage hand is actually it's over. It's been a couple moments. Yeah, you got to reach out and you just like
One minute,
can't
yeah.
quite reach him with it. As
Yeah.
Bjorn next to you, Naira says, "This one yours."
They're both mine. Come on, both of you.
Rose,
Goblin.
There's
Hold
something
on,
in the
hold on.
bushes.
Hold on. And I'm gonna do the Hulk Loki thing again in the water.
I think Moira, come on out. And then you just give me an attack roll for fuck's sake.
D20 plus 4.
D20 plus strength. Yeah. So many improvised rolls for
He
this.
has advantage.
And so, oh, does he?
I'm grappled.
Oh,
grappled.
you are grappled. Give me.
Oh, for fuck!
I don't know. On both
Alright,
the water from his legs, maybe as you like bring him from the first, you kind of like he swings around, he extends a little bit, and then you bring him for the second one, and he just flies off. Like you Gooch, you go flying, you slam into a tree, and as you hit the tree over on this side here, you slump down and you can feel like an arrow press against your neck. And right, who are you?
Listen, if you don't get that arrow out of my face, I'm gonna put it down your own throat, cut out your tongue and eat it.
I
See
see all
friendly.
this, right?
Yeah, see friendly. And you see like
Please
this small.
remove
Yeah.
the arrow from
I'm
my
not
son's
friendly.
neck.
You're about to find out I ain't friendly.
Moira, take it off. And
Gooch.
you see like this mousy girl, probably actually the size of you, Naira. She steps out, red hair, freckles. She's adorned in like a small like fox pelt. She has a long bow that seems to like curve out and then back up at the tips. It's got a couple of like pheasant feathers decorating it, and she's got a couple of like totems or like animalistic fetishes wrapped around her. And she, Father, the deer's back there. Right, thank you, Moira. The gobbo's yours, yeah? He's yours.
He's mine.
There's no
Yes.
weird company you keep. Moira, these are to sup with us tonight. Even the goblin, yes. But he smells like shit.
Yeah, you know what I smell like shit? Because I got 2 holes in my ass. And I turn around. There's an arrow sticking out of it.
Yeah, well, I didn't know you were friendly.
Rude.
Friendly-ish.
Yeah, well, I'm not
He's not
friendly.
that friendly.
I'm
I've
not
learned
friendly.
that now.
And then I
What's the big deal?
wanna look at her dead in the eyes and say,
Yeah.
when you least expect it, I'll find you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna walk over and pick him up by the throat.
Give me an intimidation check.
Jesus Christ.
She kind of looks back and, I've got one waiting for you, little man. When you least expect it.
I think you've tried that. You can catch me from behind, but you can't catch me when I'll see you.
You suddenly hear a
Oh,
like
shit.
as you're dragged away.
I'll get it.
Come on. Thank you.
I'm gonna purposely drag him in the water against like the gravel and the bottom of the river, and just like at speed though. So I'm gonna run back to the group.
I'd like to put him in an arm
Hopefully,
lock.
hopefully
You
not.
cannot put him in an arm lock. There is no way you can get out. You are a limp ragdoll as you're smashing against every rock and anything. Your feet dragging in the gravel as Moira just kind of looks at you and winks at you and starts to walk. And you see now she's holding a rope. She starts to drag out of the trees this dead deer carcass, probably like twice the size of her. And Bjorn's, well, oh shit. Seems we need chairs. Cabin's this way. We'll sup for lunch and tell me where you're going.
I gather up the rest of my stuff and
Yeah.
walk up to Gooch, who's still in the water, pick him up by the hair this time, drag him up, hit him in the face, and drop him back in the water.
For the record,
still
I
holding
look
on to his foot, by the
so fucked up. By the way, like I'm on death's door.
Yeah.
I won't.
Yeah.
I won't show it, but I will be bleeding from multiple
Yeah,
things.
he was like as you pick him up too, and like you slap, you
I
can
was
see like
stabbed.
streaks of blood kind of come out of his mouth. Like
My
your
head is
son is
swollen.
looking really fucked
I fell out
up.
of the
Oh, I
tree.
know.
I fell out of
Yeah.
the tree. I got stabbed by the thing. I fucking hurt myself in the river. I got shot by another arrow. He's beating me up. Like I'm so fucked up. I mean, I'm still
And,
gonna be
and
like.
it's his fault, is Naira's
Yeah, and he-
kind of thinking, is like, you know what? If he hadn't jumped into the fucking river,
to escape
he'd be in a
my
one...
assailant.
Bjorn just kind of looks at you and raising him stuff,
Oh, you wouldn't even know half of it.
teaching him stuff, huh?
He went off to the monastery to learn.
Hmm.
Learned some. He was worse before.
Can't imagine. Moira, she was trying to bite my ear off.
Oh, well, Gooch bit someone's ear off today.
Oh, just a wee bit.
It's probably still bleeding at this point too.
Yeah, he leans in, looks over at Bigglesby and leans into you, Naira. And, what I used to do, I'd strap her to a tree, shoot arrows in between her. That taught her good.
Yeah, you'll never hit me with an arrow. You old
I literally
twat.
get the most menacing smile on my face, just full like Grinch. Just
Kids
Wait,
are tough.
hold on.
You
hold
gotta
on.
teach him
Can
young.
we tie him to a tree? Can we tie him to a tree?
Well, no-
I really want to tie him to a tree.
Once we get to the cabin, we
He
can
starts-
tie him
he
to
I'm
a
gonna
starts to
run over
walk
to a
off.
tree. I'm gonna run over to a tree and just whack him
No.
into the tree.
not now, Gothis.
Gothis, not yet.
Nope, doing it.
No, Gothis. Try to like go up to Garthus and like pull on his arm.
I go into a
Gothis.
rage.
Me too.
Oh no.
As you guys are doing this, going through the motions, Bjorn's like, we're leaving.
Can I speak to Ziggy?
I'm
Cabin's this way when you
I'm
want to
right
join.
Let's go. And I'm walking with
You follow.
Yep.
Lalafell walking.
You want to speak to Ziggy?
Yeah.
What are you saying?
Ziggy. Is it looking at me?
It like
Bite the big one. Go on. Bite him.
it just like starts to slither away and kind of wraps behind Naira.
I go, there's a piece of ear in it for you. I don't got no use for it. I'm a vegan.
She's already eaten, Gooch. She's not hungry.
All right.
Am I still within like earshot of this by any
Yeah,
chance?
I'd say you start to fuck off, right? And
Just to salt on the wound, I'm gonna go ahead and actually use charm person,
okay.
and I'm
wow.
gonna charm Gooch.
Okay. What's the DC on that?
Let's find out.
It is your
Do.
Wisdom saving throw. And must do so with advantage if you or your companions are fighting it. So make me a wisdom saving throw with advantage, Gooch.
With save.
Fuck me.
Oh
Perfect.
wow.
You for a moment, Gooch, you see what are you trying to charm him with? What are you doing?
Just to be obedience. Just literally like
You're trying to
almost practically robotic at this point.
Yeah.
Just the perfect
Yeah.
assistant.
He's talking fucking rubbish, mate. He's talking absolute fucking rubbish.
Mm.
And you feel like something kind of washes over you for a moment and then just kind of shake it off. Roll me a D100 real quick.
And fucking tastic.
First level spell, man.
Oh,
This campaign is
Let's see
nothing
what-
like I thought it would be. This is absolutely
38.
38.
Let's find out what we got.
Oh
today.
boy.
Your wee magic doesn't work on me, lad. I'm shite at it. I can't work it out in my head, and it doesn't work on me very well. And then,
Oh.
And then as it happens, you see these
Oh, for fuck's
small just from around him, they seem to like appear from behind him. These large like tentacled creatures, almost like a mushroom with two eyes. Okay, all right.
what the
Three
fuck
of
is
them.
happening?
Three of them. They come out and they seem to almost as if they've been created from nowhere, and you see like a small surge of some arcane energy, a small flash, and Bjorn turns around. What the fuck are those? And they immediately turn to you, Bigglesby, and they like start to scuttle off into the forest,
Oh no.
and disappear behind the leaves and trees.
Can I try to shoot at one with my bow before it runs off?
Sure. Go ahead and give me an attack roll.
God, I love sorcerer. Holy
I
shit.
fucking hate this campaign. That hits. Give me damage. Yeah, you as it starts to skitter off, like both kind of floating and like running on these 8 or 9 like octopod blue clawed legs. An arrow just sinks into one and it just falls dead on right before the tree line. And you hear Moira, Dad, what's happening? What the fuck? Oh, these Moira, watch your tongue. Sorry, what is happening? What are those? What were those?
Don't worry about it.
I like walk over to it.
Yeah.
I walk over to it and try to. Do I recognize? Is it a beast of any kind?
Give me a nature check. Okay. I'd say. It's kind of an aberration, which you guys would be slightly familiar with from some of the monsters that you fought coming up from underneath the old city. It's a Flumph. It's a Flumph.
For fuck's sake.
A Flumph. Do we know anything about Flumphs?
I would say not too much, but you in like maybe some small readings of them, you'd know they're incredibly intelligent beings.
Shit.
And there's one now just kind of laying dead, sprawled, bleeding this weird like viscous blue blood that almost runs translucent as it like settles into the air. And you hear the footfalls of Bjorn and Moira just kind of walking away, the deer dragging behind it.
Bicklesby, why the hell did you summon 3 Flumphs?
I don't have that kind of power.
You clearly do. There's one lying dead that I just shot.
Did you though? Are
Yes.
you sure?
I just shot it. It came out from behind you.
Dinner time. That's what I say. And I just try to avoid the question completely and just keep walking.
As he like says dinner time, the corpse of it just disappears completely. The blood's still kind of there. The translucent blood still starts to like dip into the stream and mix with the waters, and you can see it's almost like oil on water. It stays floating on top. Yes. Starts to froth a small bit as it flows down, but the corpse itself just almost as if something sucked it in. It.
Well, then I just kind of turn my nose up and start walking with Bjorn and Moira.
Okay. You guys start to walk down. Garthus and Gooch, are you following?
Yeah, I've been told off by Mum.
I'm gonna walking behind Gooch. I'm gonna make sure that he is following. If he tries to slow down, I'm just gonna kick him in the ass to hurry up.
It is very, very punctured ass.
Oh my god. Oh my dear god. Yeah, the presence of the forest, by the way, it kind of feels less like you're being strangled now just by the air about it. It seems to have almost as if it's opened up, like once you killed the skeletons, this veil has been lifted. For a brief couple of moments, you're walking through the forest, and say after about a half an hour, Bjorn finally takes you to a small cabin. You see the smokestack rising from it, a small fire outside with the roasting spit. And you guys arrive just a little late. You can see Moira, she's already skinning the deer, so you make some small incisions by the hind of it and start to pull it off, and she's slowly cutting away at it and cutting the fat off and storing it in a bucket and going through and taking some of the organs and putting them in another separate bucket while he's sitting there and sharpening an axe. It's a small, like kind of quaint clearing with a small little trough where there's water running next to it, next to the house rather, and he kind of sits down after sharpening the axe and takes some, wipes off his face, wipes off his hands, and right, welcome to my humble abode. Can't eat.
Why would you live out here in this horrible forest? There's a massive city, literally all around, and you're living in this with the skeletons.
Gooch, you lived in the forest your entire life.
I was living in the forest till I was like 3.
Because we don't like people.
That makes sense.
I can't blame you.
I accept.
Yeah.
But we don't like undead either, so
What do you hate
we're
more?
fucked. And Moira, sorry, we're screwed.
So you don't like the living or the dead?
Fortunately, not.
When
Doesn't
did
sit
the
well
dead
with me.
start? Oh,
Can I live here, please?
when did the dead start turning up?
Looks at Moira and she looks back at him. And a few weeks ago.
Anything peculiar other than the rise of these undead beings?
Dad says he's been having strange dreams. But other than that,
Dreams?
I saw the sky was purple today.
Wait.
Other-
Whoa, wait. You did as well.
Yeah.
Sky wasn't purple. It's just cloudy.
No, and she stops when she's no, it's you saw too a light color like lavender on trees.
Yeah.
Like mom, I told you, like mom used to like the lavender and just
I take out my hand notebook, and I just go to town on questions like, what do you mean? What kind of purple? And like, is the purple clouds like any like resemblement of like some sort of magical anything? Like, is it like?
Roll me an Arcana check real quick.
Sure. This sounds.
It sounds. I mean, to you, it would sound magical in nature. Yeah. I mean, there's plenty of phenomena that you've heard of that could change weather. Druids can change weather, and there's but like something as
it's so odd to me. That's
it wouldn't be this. It doesn't really seem like the Druids of Maidiki would be this far down south, and also experimenting with weather. The coincidence of the undead in the area as well. Probably not Druids.
Has the weather changed purple at any other time, or has it just been today?
No, it's been a couple of weeks. Dad started getting the visions, and I, right, I've seen it a couple times. It's like when you look up and you think there's someone there, but they're not at night. You know, like a dark shadow in a corner, but the sky being purple.
Have there been increasing attacks of the undead when the sky does get purple?
No. Just goes purple.
And I switch over to the dad. So visions. What kind of visions? I'm still just jotting down notes and everything.
The usual. Maggots eating my eyes. Maggots eating my corpse. Maggots eating my Moira. Maggots. Lots of them.
Maggots.
Any people, any faces you don't recognize? Visions can be odd.
Maggots.
Gotcha.
There was a That was it. There was one time I was wearing a cloak, and it was purple, had 3 drops of blood on it. Not sure.
Your blood, or
Oh no, sewn. It was sewn in a sigil.
3 drops of blood. Can I make a kind of history check or something to see if I know if that's a real sigil?
I'd say make me. Yeah, make me a history check with disadvantage.
Wow. Fuck.
Not anything that you can recall in any of the archives you've ever been to or any of the light reading you've ever maybe done. No symbols like that you've seen around the city. It doesn't belong to any house. That you know for certain, but the actual nature of it, no idea. He just kind of continues on. It was wearing it, and the maggots they wouldn't touch it. They wouldn't touch it, but they ate the rest of me.
I see.
Well, dinner.
Mom, before you eat that there food, can you just help me with this here matters?
Yes, dear.
Can you? I don't want to do it here. I step outside and drop my back in my trousers. Kind
Okay.
of.
I'm gonna lean into Moira. Is her name?
Yeah.
Don't suppose you could probably shoot him again in the eyes.
Well, I mean, I'd like to, but it's not much
I
point.
mean,
Dad,
dude,
Dad will get mad.
No.
No.
I'll distract you, Dad.
No, Dad will get mad. He'll know. He always finds out.
I mean, if you go
There's
stealth,
not much that gets past him.
sneak in the shadow of it.
Never was good at that. Da's got a third eye. He can see everything.
Wait, third eye?
Well, not actually.
I mean, that'd be pretty cool.
Maybe actually. He knows everything I do.
All right. Do you have any traps or anything?
Well, we have snares.
Yes. Be able to snare him in a trap. Yeah. Can you teach me how to make one?
Well, yeah. You see, and she like quickly goes over probably like the next half an hour while you two mutter in a corner. She shows you how to properly like loop it and one to catch one his side. You need to have it hinge probably on like a tree and the ground instead of just normally the ground. Teaches you how to like kind of motion. She doesn't have a real tree inside of the cabin, but shows you how you would string it up so it would pull him up and kind of snap the neck and or dangle by the legs, whatever have you. Kind of goes into like a frenzy as she's explaining it, and there's probably a couple times like you might have to ask her to slow down. Kind of get the sense that like she doesn't really talk to anybody else. While you two are pulling an arrow out of his ass?
No.
It
just looks like I'm going to do that, but as soon as Mum steps out, I start walking away from the cabin.
Okay.
Come on.
Where are we going?
Come here.
Are you not hungry?
Come this way.
I just follow him.
Okay. As you guys are walking, the rain kind of picks up. You hear the wind kind of whistling through and whipping the trees a little bit more, and the rain starts to pick up a little heavier than before while you two are walking.
I hide by a tree.
Well, the trees kind of, the canopy overhead kind of shelters you from the rain, but you still feel it dripping down. It's kind of a thick canopy hanging over as you guys are probably standing on the edge of this small little clearing.
We need to leave.
Why?
They're crazy.
You're crazy.
No. I'm annoying. They're crazy. They're seeing colours. They've killed people. The sky's purple, and that's poison food. Calling it right now. They're gonna eat us.
You don't have to eat it because you're vegan.
I don't want you to eat it. You'll die. If the poison is, you're all going to fall asleep. They're going to cut off your eyelids.
Well, why don't we forage for a few berries and then go back? And if it ends up being poisoned, then we'll see if Bigglesby and Garthus are affected.
Yeah, well, maybe we just feed them Garthus. Just let them have Garthus. They'll feed off of him for weeks.
No, we need him, and Bigglesby needs him.
Oh,
and you need him to fight.
I don't need him. I'll fight a tree. Look at this tree. What?
You fought a tree before, and you lost.
Well, I mean, you say I lost, but that thing's dead. Oh, is it not?
Yes, not by your hands.
Yeah, but if it wasn't for me, it'd still be alive. I saved the city.
Can I just start foraging for berries or something? Some kind of food around the area?
Can I have my 5 gold back?
No.
Can I have my ring back?
No.
Oh.
And I'm just like searching through the...
I'll reduce my gold then.
Yeah, give me a survival check because you're foraging real quick. Are you helping her, Gooch?
No. I'm watching the house. I'm watching the house for the fucking cabin in the woods psychos that are gonna
he like posts up, kinda he gets a steely eye to his stare and stares at it while you go around. Takes you about I'd say about 10 minutes to find like 2 small handfuls of these blue and red berries that you know are safe to eat. you know, they're kind of sour at first, and then they get sweet as you swallow them. Bring them back to him.
I give him one of the handfuls, and I eat the other.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Do you eat it, Gooch?
Yeah, I'm all right with forage.
Constitution. No, I'm kidding.
Vacuum berries.
Storm starts to pick up a little heavier. Both of you roll me perception checks. Okay. Naira, as the storm starts to pick up, you can feel the wind, like it picks up more and more, starts to whip some of the trees, and you get hit a couple times, like while you're foraging. And as you step back out into the clearing and look up south, you can see the clouds like slowly swirling. And there's a pretty noticeable purple tint to the sky down south. It's almost as if like rolling clouds of I'd say lavender, just slowly folding over each other as they're almost as if a whirlpool has caught them, and they just kind of one over the other, rolling over each other as they swirl around.
Shit. It's purple.
Gucci, you don't see. I mean, you'd see the cloud movement. You can see it swirling, but you don't see a tint of purple at all.
I don't know, even if I look up and actively
No.
look for it.
No.
Do you actually say that it's purple?
Yeah. It's purple.
But you can see the whipping clouds.
Well, I suppose it's been a good run, Mum. It's been a good run.
We're not staying outside. We're going inside.
All
and
right.
you're coming with me.
Hey,
Let's go.
All right, hang on. I can't walk that fast. I got to down in my nimble escape.
Nimble escape from what?
I'm not holding you.
Yeah, but I'm just gonna disengage. Make sure you can't
Pure-
grab at me.
Your fear.
I'm running.
Are you going in?
Running into the forest.
Running into the forest? Okay. As you, he takes off completely, back up the stream maybe, and like as you get up the stream, roll me a perception check real quick again.
For the record, I hate my character too, everybody.
You play it so well, it's disgusting.
There's, for a moment, like you feel like you hear a sound, but you just keep running. You imagine it's a tree branch whipping, and one actually does like kind of whip out and hit you, and then another one hits you. But it feels a little more solid than tree branch.
Ow.
Kind of a familiar feeling of
Oh shit. Oh shit.
as this hand whips out and smacks you across the face.
All right, Will lad.
And as you like kind of stunned for a moment, and you look up and you see another large skeleton. This one maybe a little larger than before, wearing actually some armor, and then you hear as 10, 20, 30 skeletons kind of emerge from the clearing from where you had come before.
Are they goblin skeletons?
No, they're all human. And that's where we're gonna end tonight's episode.
Oh my
Right there.
god.
You monster.
Can I at least do this?
That's where we're gonna end tonight's episode.
Oh my
with
god.
the wind
Just like-
whipping, the skeletons approaching.
I'm gonna fight them all without a single fucking noise made, so that none of you can come and get me, and I can walk back with a massive tied together trail of 17 dead skeletons.
You realize when you disengaged, I'm still like looking back towards you, like as though I need to come get you.
Yeah, but
You
nimble.
you just ran away quicker than I can find you.
Yeah, but
Fuck.
I have 7 HP and the ability to disengage, and that's it. Like I think no, there's no way I'm dead. I'm dead. Yeah.
You're fucking dead, mate. If
I'll
you
roll
try
up
and
on-
fight them.
I'll roll
You're
up a new
fucking
character
dead.
now.
Oh my god.
The sewer demon will come and save me. I'm sure he's in the water or something.
And then you just take over
man.
as sewer demon. There you
Thanks
Will be the
thanks for
sewer
playing
demon.
tonight, guys.
go. Yeah.
Fucking
Thanks for DMing and not ejecting me from the campaign.
Yet.
Yeah. Well, I guess that you did.
I
at the
love
end.
Gooch in a small fucked up way.
I
I'm
hate
gonna
him.
shave his head.
I
Well,
hate
you're already
him.
bald.
No, Gooch has got like some stringy, greasy, thick black hairs. They're like really weirdly thick.
I'm gonna shave you so fast.
I have like horrible like comb over. Like I'm 8, but it's like the same like a 70-year-old but really gross man when they comb over those like handful of greasy hairs. How like Homer does, right? He does that with like 3 hairs, right? I have that a little bit, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I'm grotesque. It's pretty disgusting, yeah, to look at.
If you guys enjoyed the show, every Sunday, 3 p.m. Eastern, we'll be back next week, yeah? No one's fucking off.
I can stop by HQ and see if they can let me in and stuff like that.
All right.
Yeah.
Tentative episode next week, because we might be down 2 players. But
maybe 3.
70. Bitch, what?
Well, because I'm going to be dog sitting and I won't have my PC, but I might be able to stream from my laptop.
You have your laptop. You don't have to stream. You just need to get on
if their
Zoom.
internet works well, so we'll see.
Special.
We're gonna put air quotes in this one.
Special Gooch and Garthus episode next week.
I would watch that.
It's Gooch and Garthus.
Yeah, the Gooch and Garthus
That's just fucking
show.
stupid. It's just gonna be an hour of PvP and then one of us will die and I'm
The Gooch and Garthus show begins next week. Real quick, we're gonna go around, but I want you guys to tell them what you do real quick, and then I want you to shout out something you've been reading, playing, listening to, whatever have you, recently. Sound good?
Yes.
Sounds like a plan.
Do a small little signal boost here, for whatever you like, whatever you enjoy. Connor, start with you.
Hi, I'm Connor Cronus. I play as all of the apparently chaotic characters in TableStory.
Whose
and
fault is that?
listen, I like chaos. Okay, it feels good.
Yeah, I'm very well.
Connor Chaos.
Yeah, that works. But yeah, you can find me at twitch.tv/Connor Cronus. This week we are playing Assassin's Creed Black Flag, but tomorrow is when the Destiny 2 beta goes live for PC, so I'll be doing something about that as well.
It does? Oh, that makes me want to play it.
Listen, I cannot wait. We got like 10 days till Destiny 2 comes out. And
oh, do you have to? Is it like a closed thing, or can you just anyone get it?
You have to pre-order.
Closed is tomorrow. But
How do
then
you get
Tuesday
access for your friends?
Brad.
Listen, if you pre-order Destiny 2 on PC, you
So
get
if
code.
Cronus worked on, I don't know, an awesome, thing for Destiny before and got somehow.
Maybe he could just help us out. Maybe he could just swing his.
I actually probably could get you some codes.
Oh! Socialiting, 10 out of 10 achieved. Everyone. That's
What
how
have you been
do it.
enjoying recently, Connor?
This past week, the only thing I've been playing is Dream Daddy.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Seriously?
And
Fucking hell.
yeah, like I've been voicing all the characters, and it's weird. There's a lot of spelling mistakes in the game though, and I
Are there actually?
them out.
Oh.
It's like something I can't remember what exactly it was, but it's like it was supposed to say as hard as something, and it's like has hard. I'm like, really, Game Grumps?
You sure it's not like one of those? You know when you're reading a book and it says the or and?
Oh yeah,
and,
there's a the. There's a the.
Well, the is a legitimate. Depends on what context, right? But those always threw me off. I was like, oh, they made a mistake, and then it turns out it's an actual fucking grammatical correct thing to. Anyways. Anyways, Brad, what have you been enjoying recently, and what do you do? Where do you do it?
Hi, I'm Brad, and I stream PUBG and D&D on my channel. Including Wednesdays we do Dustveil with Mr. J. Brotatoe and Mr. Connor Cronus playing, just getting their own back, really. Well, Connor, I railroad into various sexualities, and Jay, no doubt, will just continue to PvP and murder hobo.
Yep.
And it's just going to be this horrible cycle of hate between us.
That's what I do.
So you can catch that at the same time as this, but on Wednesdays. What have I done that's good? I started reading my 3rd book, as in not the 3rd book I've ever read, because I'm so goddamn stupid that I can only read at the rate of 1 book every 10 years. But I'm reading 3 books, right? So if you're into fantasy, there's a series by John Gwynne, who actually lives where I live in Brighton, which I found out like later, which was really weird. But he wrote this series called The Faithful and the Fallen, and it's a really good, like really basic, nice and simple fantasy story. It pretty much starts out with this kid who finds a thing called a wolven, which is like a big fucking dire wolf, but has like saber-toothed tusks. I think it's fucking cool. And they have like a kinship, and then he becomes like a dope fighter, and then the whole world falls to shit. And it goes to all these different perspectives of different characters, and it's really, really character driven. But it's not as complex and heavy as Game of Thrones and those books, Song of Ice and Fire. So it's a really good series. And so I read all of those. There's 4 of them. It's a quartet of books. And then this week, so I'm reading the Drizzt thing. I'm reading The First Law by Joe Abercrombie. I'm just jumping between books at the moment. And then this guy, John Gwynne, just released a fucking book called A Time of Dread, which is set 100 years after the other fucking 4 books that I just mentioned that he wrote.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, now I have to read this now. So I'm reading all these books. So I'm going to give you book recommendations this week. The Faithful and the Fallen series by John Gwynne is my book recommendation for you guys.
Yeah.
If you're into fantasy, and it's an easy read. That's one of the things that I liked about it. It was very character driven, very simple story, but very character driven and very easy to just kick back and read. And I like that about it. Because I came off of A Song of Ice and Fire and read that as well. I came out of this fucking world where I was like
complexity and then
yeah, it's just nice. It's a good series if you're into reading stuff. I would go with that. There you go. Book time with Brad.
The cats are yelling, Jay.
What the fuck do you want?
I'm also going to roll up this tabaxi called Osgob.
Come here. Tabaxi don't exist in this world. Sorry. No.
Fuck!
What a shame. What a shame.
I guess I'll be a Goliath called Thargus.
Bring it on.
Thargus. Garthus's brother.
Garthus's brother.
Twin brother. I can't do the Grog voice though. It'd suck. All right. My name's Grog. Is that how he sounds?
That's actually not bad.
Naida.
Hi guys, I'm OMG Vandy. I stream creative and gaming things. I guess I've I picked up No Man's Sky again just because I want it, like I'm hoping for it to actually turn into the game that I want it to be. So been playing that a little bit yesterday. But beyond that, I've kind of just been like, I've just been working. I haven't been able to do much, honestly.
Have they updated No Man's Sky recently?
Yeah. So they've done like 3 updates in the last week.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're like constantly updating it. The survival mode is actually pretty hard. I was playing that yesterday, and it's actually pretty tough. But I'm just really waiting for multiplayer, like interactive multiplayer, to become a part of it. At which point I'll be like, okay, if it works, then that's going to be the game that I actually want it to be. So yeah,
definitely works.
It's getting there though. Like it used to be terrible, like because of the expectations.
It was a meme of just sadness and emptiness. So
yeah, but now it's starting to kind of fill out a little bit, which is nice. So yeah.
Okay.
Very cool.
Eventually.
Yeah, we played it a little bit last night. It was pretty fun. Zod?
Hi. My name is Zotbot. Just got back from about a week hiatus from all social media, and it felt really, really damn good. So just been playing a lot of pub and kind of getting back into the groove of things. But coming up, what is coming up? D&D. Just really looking forward to Guild Wars 2, the new expansion that's coming out in, I think, September the 22nd. But that's way down the line already. Obviously, Destiny 2, the PC beta is coming out pretty soon. And other than that, just kind of bouncing from new game to new game because there's non-stop games coming out.
It's too much, man.
It's ridiculous. So just been bouncing around playing some. Cronus actually introduced me to a game called Fictorum. FTL kind of mechanics as far as like bouncing from, you know how in FTL we have to bounce from like, I guess
node to node.
To node.
Yeah.
Imagine that, except for you're a sorcerer.
Oh, cool.
And every time you jump from node to node, and if you were to engage in combat, you actually are allowed to cast different spells that you can either find or you've learned.
Huh.
And you get to decide the potency or velocity of these spells. Environment's completely destructive or destructible, and you just bounce from these nodes and escaping this order. So it's same concept. It's just
no shit
magic. It's actually pretty damn cool. So I might.
What's it called? Fictorum.
Fictorum.
It's, okay. Is that on Steam?
Awesome. Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, I might check that out.
I was
following the devs for the past year or two.
Neat.
And they've been showing a lot of progress on Twitter and stuff.
Yeah,
shit, man, that's badass.
Felt like I played it off stream, and it actually was pretty nice. So I might give that a shot on stream when I'm not playing PUBG, because there's an addiction going around again.
Yeah, I've been playing a fuck ton of Path of Exile lately. If I can signal boost anything, it's Path of Exile. The game is so fucking incredible. Like,
I need to get back into it.
One of the best free-to-play games I've ever played.
Oh, absolutely. The fact that it's free to play.
Yeah.
Diablo
so, like,
here's Diablo. Just
so like I think Diablo and Path of Exile, they accomplish different tasks, right? It's kind of like, do you want to go and do you want to play in like a world where you just kind of get to be the biggest badass possible, or do you want to play in a world where like your character kind of grows and it's a little more complex? Like, those that don't know, Path of Exile is like Final Fantasy X leveling system with the nodes and the orbs and everything. It meets like Diablo meets some of the best microtransactions you've ever seen. Like, they don't do any pay to win. It's just purely cosmetics. I've spent like $150 on the game just because it's fucking like, I've played it for years now, and now I've actually gotten back into it again. And I was like, well, I might as well like fucking, support a dev for something good they're doing. So I bought cosmetics. I'm a fucking flaming headed ranger. It's badass.
Would be a ranger,
but it's super cool. Yeah, I absolutely love that. And then we've been binging Game of Thrones recently. Yeah. So
everywhere
there's gonna be some Game of Thrones-esque stuff in this story, probably, because I am influenced by everything.
We literally just finished season 4 and started on season 5, and he's just like, I just looked at him like, you're gonna put something like that in the campaign, aren't you? He's like, okay, we can't talk about that.
Yeah, we can't discuss that.
We can't talk about it. But he's sitting taking notes vigorously throughout.
We're not gonna
well,
talk
it's all here, right?
Look over occasionally and see if he's like.
Yeah, Brad. I mean, Brad, you know how it is. Like, you see something good in the story, and you just want to fucking like ravage it and destroy it.
Yeah,
break it down and make it your own.
Yeah. Everything. I can't. This is why I've never read fantasy in my life, and suddenly I'm reading 3 fantasy books because I'm like, I need that, I need that, I need that, I need that, I need that. It's just pick and
so. I mean, that's what D&D originally was too, right? In the fucking first edition of D&D, they had lightsabers. They had there was actual hobbits and shit. Like, they took everything from everywhere, made a game out of it.
The ultimate fantasy. game.
Now here we are in 5e. I think we're going to go ahead. We're going to wrap up the episode, guys. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Thank you to the 4 of you for playing. For those that were wondering where Frisk was, she's at GameStop Expo. Next weekend, she's at PAX West. So we have no Frisk for 2 weeks, hence why we had to write her out. And then she'll be coming back in a couple of weeks as Ethel the Bard. So tentative episode next week. Follow us on Twitter. Go join our Discord. We have a Discord that's specifically for Ilios and for all of our other TableStory campaigns. And make sure to check us out on YouTube for the other campaigns that you guys have missed out on as well. Neon Scream and Dustveil specifically that are going on right now, and Ascendance and Storm King's Thunder that Brad and I have both DM'd before. Catch you guys next Sunday, hopefully 3 p.m. Eastern. We're going out on that. There's a cat fight that I have to go dissolve. We'll see you guys next weekend.
Another shitty fight you have to deal with, and another one.
Bye.